Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Doing a different sort of video today. Well, I guess before we jump into the video, the elephant in the room. I'm recording 2 videos in the same day. Don't tell anyone that. So if my wardrobe and background is the exact same as the last video I posted, it's because it is. I'm wearing the same clothes, same everything, same background. Don't have a whole lot of time these next couple of days, we'll call it next 10 days or so. So trying to stay on top of videos, get the people what they want. But yeah, without further ado, into the meat and potatoes. Wanted to do like sort of a hybrid video. I've been thinking about making, well, I have like a notebook full of video ideas, and one of the ideas I first came up with was, I was going to title it, What I Am Reading as a Blank-Year-Old Man. So I'm 23, so what I am reading as a 23-year-old man. And no matter how much fluff I put into that, I'm like, there is no way that is going to be a decent video. So I'm combining 2 video ideas together, going over some tips to come out of a reading slump, as I'm sort of in one right now, so might as well make a video and stay on top of it. And then also some books I am reading as a 23-year-old man that may or may not tie into some of these reading slump tips. So yeah, appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great day. Consider subscribing if you aren't subscribed already. Give it a like if you're liking it, or liked it, or whatever, or dislike it if you don't like it. Appreciate you being here nonetheless. So I guess we'll go into some reading slump breaker tips first, since I'm in the midst of one. And that's for a variety of reasons. I've read some pretty, not heavy, but longer books recently in American Prometheus and Wind and Truth. And so just a little reading break may be at stake for me. Not a break, but just slowing down a bit, and that's exactly what I have been doing. And other things have caught my interest as well. If you saw my last video, I talked about getting into like interior design. Obviously I need to, with this background, it's sort of horrendous. But getting into like interior design and furniture collecting, aka Facebook Marketplace doom scrolling. But been into that recently as I am moving in less than 2 weeks, so trying my best to stay on top of things and curate a nice and comfortable and clean space for myself. So yeah, I guess it's the culmination of reading 2 very large and big works, obviously with Wind and Truth being the culmination of this whole giant series, the finale of the first arc, and then American Prometheus being as dense as, not as dense, but as sort of impactful as it was. I think I'm taking it slow. So here's some tips that I have and sort of thought of whenever I feel a reading slump coming on. The first one here is to read a shorter book. So I guess we could go into books I'm currently reading. If you saw my weekly reading recap, you'll know I'm chugging my way through Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagasawa. Very short book, 150 pages or so. And it's just very chill. There's low stakes, the language is easy to understand, which is good. It's not a 600-page book about quantum mechanics and the story on the atomic bomb. And it's really good. I'm liking it a lot. I'm about a third of the way through it, just taking my time with it. It's very descriptive, very flowery, and I feel like I'm actually in the setting, which is good. And it's a shorter book, so it's not so daunting. I can read a chapter here, a chapter there, and I'm slowly but surely making my way through it, instilling those good habits to reading every day. And that's what it's all about. Consistency is key when you want to do anything in life, whether it's 1 page a day or 100 pages a day, you're still reading every day. So just, you know, putting your best foot forward when it comes to that, reading something that you are in the mood for, which is definitely this. I guess we'll just move down the list I have written on my screen back here. The second tip I have here is to read something new, something different, maybe experiment with something. And I've definitely been doing that over the past month or so. Definitely taking my time with this one because it is pretty new. I'm reading a collection of poetry. It's called The Rag and Bone Shop of the Heart. I don't really know how, like, what emphasis to put the word, like, is it the Rag and Bone Shop of the Heart, or is it the Rag and Bone Shop of the Heart? I don't know. The Rag and Bone Shop of the Heart. It's a 500-page collection of poetry. And this is really nice. Just before bed, I'll read 5 pages or so, or 1 page, or no pages, and it's good to get a little bit of reading in. Something different. It's poetry. It's sort of soothing right before you go to bed. And just instilling those habits. Yet again, speaking of different books, most of the books I do read are fiction. Just because I haven't really read a whole lot of nonfiction. I read, obviously, American Prometheus, the story of Oppenheimer and the father of the atomic bomb, was nonfiction, and I liked it so much I picked up a nonfiction audiobook. It's Jeanette McCurdy's, I believe it's an autobiography, and it's narrated by her as well, so that should be good. Grew up obviously watching Nickelodeon and whatnot, iCarly and things of that nature. I've heard this one can get pretty heavy on some of the stuff that she experienced as a child, but it's a short audiobook. I think it's like 5 hours long and narrated by her. So that is obviously going in my bucket of reading something different, and it's different and exciting. So hopefully that can, end this reading slump faster than anticipated. And my third tip here that I am planning on doing here in a couple of hours is to go outside and listen to an audiobook and just exist. Maybe take a walk, maybe sit on a porch or whatever. But I plan on I'll probably listen to Days at the Morisaki Bookshop on audio, because I put a hold for it last week and it came through. I feel like this will be a really good one on audio, just how descriptive and how cozy this book is. Essentially, all that's happening is this girl lives at a bookshop, and then she goes to a coffee shop to drink coffee and read books, and it's like, please give me more of that at this point in time. So I think I may do that, go outside for a walk, listen to that on audio, not like listen at 2 times speed just to try to blast through it, but listen to it at 1.1 or 1 or whatever, and just experience the pages, or whatever flowery shit you want to say. So yeah, I guess that is what I'm currently reading as a 23-year-old man, soon to be 24, getting old. My birthday is in next week. Dang, March 2nd is my birthday. I'll be turning 24, and then I'm moving. So lots of things moving around during this point, trying to stay on top of videos. Yes, I'm recording this is the same day as the previous video, as I stated. But yeah, one thing I am looking forward to with the warmer weather is not wearing a hoodie in every single video. I'm looking at my channel now. I have it pulled up here on one of my screens, and every video, you guys must think I have 3 articles of clothing with what I wear. That is untrue, but it's just so cold, or has been so cold, that I've had no choice but to do just that. So with the warmer weather, maybe I can start wearing something different, not a hoodie, not a crew neck. On to greener pastures, hopefully, in my 24th year on this earth. But I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching up until this point. If you have already, share below maybe some slump breaker tips that you have, things that have gotten you out of a reading slump, maybe things that have put you in a reading slump, like reading 2 ginormous books back to back that had a very deep meaning and end to a giant series that I've loved for the past 8 months. Yeah, share some tips down below. Maybe we can start a little tip sharing thing. That sounds a good one, Sam, the tip sharing thing. But yeah, Put your slump breaker tips down there. And let me know what you're reading. No matter what age you are, you can include your age or you cannot. I don't really care one way or another. Some books you're reading, and if you're liking them or if you're not, we give each other some book recommendations as well. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.